Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at welcome sa
Tambayan
ng Tsika tonight. Ako po si Alwin Ignacio.
Ako po si Roldan Castro, Entertainment Editor ng Abante Tonight.
Yay!
Ako po si Beth Helena sa Hollywood News.
O diba, social naming tato. At ako po si Alwin Ignacio ng Diva Chronicles. Ngayong gabi po, napaka-special ng aming panohin dahil hindi lang siya maganda, maalindog pa. Ating po kilalangit, papasukin si Miss Tori Garcia. Hey, Tori.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Please
Hi,
take your
Tori.
seat.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, handa ka ba, Tori, sa mga tatanong namin sa iyo?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start the ball rolling. Kamusta naman, paano ka napunta sa Philippine show business?
I've always wanted to go to Philippine showbiz because in Singapore, I was born in Singapore. There's TFC. And then they always promote yung Star Magic workshops.
Okay.
And I was thinking, since I already kind of act sa Singapore, might as well try in Philippines then since I'm Filipino then. So I asked my mom if I could come here po.
Paano mo na-convince ang mami mo na...
Oh, it was a long battle. It's a very long battle. I've been asking her since I was 17. Oh no, 16. And she was like, why would you want to be an artista? Why? How come you can make it?
Oo
Are
nga,
you
bakit?
sure? Kasi po, in Singapore, I wanted to be a journalist.
Okay.
And then I realized that, wait, actually, I'd rather be the person reenacting the story than just narrating it. So, it kind of triggered from school po.
Okay. Beth?
So, ano na pag-usapan ninyo? At pumayag siya na?
Oh, to come here?
Yeah.
My mom said, okay, if you really, really want this, because you're still in school, hindi ako papayag na you cut school to pursue showbiz because it's not realistic.
Yes.
And Singapore kasi it's a work till you die kind of culture. So she said, if you can graduate school early, advance, at that time I was 16, if you can graduate college by 18, which is technically possible, but very difficult. Sabi niya, sige, I'll fund everything.
So, na-pursue
So,
mo.
I did it because she brought me up that way.
What
to
course?
Mass communications.
Mass communications in 2 years' time?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, it's supposed to be 3.
Yeah. Paano mo nagawa yun? Anong magic? Anong agimat ang ginamit mo for you to able to finish your course in such a short time? Lalo na, mahirap ang mass comm.
Kasi po, in Singapore, there are national exams. So,
okay.
if you manage to clear the national exams within the top tier, like the top 5%, they will be able to clear the foundation. So,
okay.
makakat off yung 1 year, like math, basic
Para
English.
siyang accelerated.
Para na you're accelerated.
Super accelerated.
Saan siya kumuha ng Mascom?
So, Singapore.
Singapore.
Okay.
Republic Polytechnic of Singapore.
Pero yung parents mo, yung support ba nasa sayo? Kumbaga yung mga allowance habang nag-artista ka nag-start sa showbiz?
In
Paano
the
yun?
beginning, hindi po. Because they said, walang pera sa acting. There's no money in arts. And that's what really made me upset. Because I don't want to work a job from 9 to 5. Earning money that is just gonna feed me to go back to a job that I don't want to do. I want to act. And I said, Mom, let me do this. And then I came here, and then I did it, and then they said, okay, show us that you can survive without us sending you money, and we will believe that this is what you're meant to
At
do.
napatunayan mo naman yun sa kanila.
Yes, and 2 years and counting, I am still here.
ano mga na-achieve mo?
Ano na mga nagawa mo so far na
Oh.
talagang that made your parents really happy?
The very first achievement I can say is that I got a manager on my own.
And who is your manager?
My manager is the one and only Tori Garcia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamusta naman siyang manager?
Oh, he is.
Mabait naman.
He's very nice. But when it comes po to work, he's very strict. Work po talaga. He will not sugarcoat something. He will just tell you. And I'm very thankful because that's similar to my mom.
Ano naman ang pinapayo sa'yo ni Troy tungkol sa mga boys na umaali-aligid? Lalo na kagandahan ka naman, Ning.
He has the saying every time. He thinks that he hasn't told me the story, but he always tells me the same story. In the world, kawawa yung mga babae. The girls lose the most. So, ang dami po niyang kinikwento sa akin. Many different, all his stories from his experiences of the girls, nabuntis, nawala yung career, just with some co-actor that, doesn't have money.
Kanya mga ibang talents.
Yeah. And the thing about me is I like to listen more than talk. So when I listen to all his stories, I did not want to be a part of his sad story collection. I wanted to be in
You want to be an achievement.
Yeah, I want to be the story. Alam mo nak, dati may alaga ko si Tori Garcia, nakinig yun. I want to be that
You
alaga.
want to be that kind of woman,
Yeah.
that kind of lady.
I want to be that.
Pero Tori, nag-away daw kayo kasi nilove ka raw sa isang actor.
Oo.
Outro.
Sino muna yung actor na nakainlaban mo?
Sino yung actor na yan?
Himay-himay na nakin yan. Sino muna yung aktor? Sikat ba?
He was a part of GMA.
Okay.
He's still in GMA.
Anong initials?
Nakatrabaho mo siya?
Once.
So, total, I'm sure naman makatulog siya itong mga oras na to. Sabihin na nga natin kung sino. Magpakatotoo na tayo.
Kerry ba?
Kerry ba?
Tago mo yan sa
Sabihin.
pangalan.
Itago mo sa pangalan. Naku, mas gusto ng mga tao yung honest ng artista,
Yes,
ha?
correct.
Huwag ka na QMM, hindi ka na 16 years old. Ha? Iba? Iba.
Marami pa rin pinagawa
Oh,
yan.
yeah.
Iba raw yung sabi ng manager mo eh.
Okay.
Go.
So you had a showbiz boyfriend.
No, we didn't get together. Because every time, like, I'm gonna fall now or something, suddenly in the back of my mind, I see Tito, alam mo, yung alaga kong ganyan, nawala yung career niya, ganyan. I'm like, no, never mind.
Never mind.
And then I'll just be like, I gotta go.
Pero sino nga yun?
Sino
Balik
nga yun?
tayo.
Do not evade the questioning.
Sabihin ko na lang dito.
Oh, it's better for you to be honest because ayaw sa showbiz talaga yung okay lang kasi kung you're like 16 years old at kailan ka ni
Kung
Nash.
bagets ka, okay lang.
You're 21, nakatapos ka na ng pag-aaral, and you're very articulate and very intelligent. Go!
Si Lucho Ayala.
Si Lucho.
Yeah. But it was just a
Quick thing.
It was a quick thing and then I realized like, nope.
Paano mo napigil ang sarili mo na mag-fall kay Lucho?
Si Tito.
I
just
si Troy pala naman.
I just imagine
Troy
my
naman
manager and my
Si Troy
mom.
naman pala ang may sala. Hindi, looking back, anong meron si Lucho noon na parang kahit pa paano you were like attracted to him?
He was one of the very few artistas that I've met na Filipino that didn't treat me like a foreigner.
Okay.
He treated me like, welcome to showbiz.
So mabuhay boy siya.
Yeah.
Pero may pasabog pang question.
Meron ba?
Oo. Totoo bang pumorma rin sa'yo sa Inigo Pascual?
Ay.
Habang nasa Star Magic kayo? Workshop?
Before my, opo.
Naramdaman.
It was a quick,
Paano mo naramdaman na nagpaparamdam si Inigo?
Because there was this point in time na naging scene partners po kami.
Okay.
Tapos we got really close because you have to practice before you perform your scene. Kaso there were some points na tapos na yung scene namin, he's still, hey, do you wanna meet?
Okay, hang out, pursue.
Yeah, like, do you wanna have some coffee? You wanna come over? And I'm like, Inigo, you're younger than me.
You don't like younger men?
No.
I see.
Tapat.
So I was like, I see you as a little brother.
Okay. So, how will you feel, for example, if Lucho and Inigo finds out about this, tapos itanggi nila? Na you were like almost close. Tapos he would say na, ay, hindi yan totoo. Tapos kung nasabing pwedeng palitawin na ginagamit mo sila for your publicity.
Well, God knows the
Oh.
truth.
Ay, you just like, ng ganyan, ha? God knows. God was there when they did it.
I know I said my piece. So
Okay.
Oh.
At least
you
it's
don't
your
want-
version of truth.
Yes.
Pero, nandun na si Maris that time.
Not yet. I think she was still
Wala.
building
PBB. Nasa, di ba?
I'm
Inigo.
not sure.
Inigo.
Because Inigo was the kaklase ko, wala pa po si Maris.
Isa pa.
Go.
Ang dami,
How
ha?
about Diego Loizaga?
Diego Loizaga. Naging close rin kayo.
Diego-
Alam ba ni Sofia ano yan, Andres?
hindi-
That starlet. That's
Forever?
forever. Hindi, curious muna about Inigo. Ano yung meron si Inigo na parang feeling mo, this guy naman is okay?
He's very sweet. He's the sweetest thing. He's the type of guy na if he sees you're cold sa loob ng Ivana Chabak Hall, he'll be the first one to give you
a
the jacket. Like,
He
oh, are
doesn't
you
make you
cold?
like, he doesn't hug you.
No, because there are other outside people
Well,
watching us. Yeah.
Makikita kayo.
Yeah, but he will just give you the
Give you a
jacket
jacket.
like that. Yeah.
Ganun siya ka-sweet. What else?
Sweet,
What
very
do you remember most about Inigo?
He was the first one to talk
If
to me.
Lucho was the first one who did not treat you like a foreigner, si Inigo, how did he treat you?
He treated me like, this is so mean, but he treated me like a best friend, sister kind. That's how it reached me. I guess
Okay.
for him it was a different.
It was a different thing.
It's a different.
So na pina-follow mo si Inigo.
I did not. I was
Pinaasa mo
nice.
siya.
I
So
was
then,
like,
Diego, si Diego, paano naman ang treatment niya sa'yo?
oh, Diego's the bad boy of Star Magic.
Bad boy.
Bakit?
Bakit naman?
If he sees, he's the type na if he sees something, he just goes for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So are you like attracted to bad boys?
No.
Kumbaga of the scale of, in the sphere of things, si Lucho,
Sa
si
tatlo.
Inigo, tapos si Diego, kanino ka pinaka-attracted talaga?
I guess Lucha because we're the closest in age, and also we got the closest. Yeah.
Emotionally. Kay Diego, ano lang yung attachment or attraction?
We had that one scene,
Mhm.
and the scene was
This is a
tackling
workshop, okay?
The scene was tackling sexual chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ay, so how was the sexual chemistry?
it was very present.
So when you were so much in the zone doing the sexual chemistry workshop,
Yes.
was it easier to do it with him or with some other? Why was it easier to do with him?
It was easier to do it with Diego kasi feel niya.
Mhm.
Like he really feels like he's this oozing sex god.
Mhm.
Compared to Inigo, because me and Inigo we did a pasweet,
Up a sweet
Yeah.
workshop.
which suits Inigo because that's
Mhm.
his character.
Okay.
So I think it was easier with
Mhm. So looking back at the three men, ano pinaka-sexy kay Lucho?
he's super muscular.
He's super muscular.
Like he can lift me with one hand.
Really?
Wow.
And I'm a big person.
Wow.
Really? Anong muscle part yung gusto mong pinipisil-pisil?
His abs.
His abs? He made you,
Abs.
he allowed you to,
Nahipo mo ba?
mahipo ang abs
Oh no.
niya? Or
I-
aksidente lang?
I almost fell. And then he was like,
Ah,
Oh,
para-paraan
sinadya
ka,
mo.
ha?
Sinadya mo yan.
Kay Inigo, what do you find sexy in Inigo, Pascual?
his personality.
Personality. Ayoko ng personality.
Oh.
Physikalan tayo, Ning.
Oh, okay. His eyes.
His eyes.
eyes.
What about his eyes?
They're very, very focused on you.
Yeah. Talagang pag he looks at you, sa'yo lang talaga.
He looks into your soul
Oh,
type
wow.
of
Penetrating.
Yes.
Ang taray ni Inigo. Si Diego, what's so sexy about him?
His aura.
His
Oh, well,
aura? Huwag rin aura.
Okay,
Malalim yun. Di namin naunawaan yung mga aura-aura. Physical lang.
Oo.
Siguro his biceps.
His biceps. Why there's really
They're very
formed.
toned.
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 Okay.
Pero sino ang showbiz crush mo?
Oo,
Showbiz
sa ngayon.
crush
Sa
ko.
ngayon.
Si James Reid.
James Reid.
Ay, nakatrabaho mo rin siya, di ba?
No,
Not
not yet.
yet.
I have
Handa
not.
ka bang puksain ng mga Nadine?
Oo.
Fanatics. Kaya yung product mo sa buong mundo na type mo si James Reid.
James Reid.
Yes.
Yes, handa siya. Para
tapang!
man si girl. Gusto ko
Diba?
to.
It's just-
Anong gusto mo kay James Reid? Wag yung personality, ha?
Have you seen the guy?
Yes.
He's so good looking.
Yeah, sobra.
Yeah. And also, I can relate because foreigner. din
Foreigner
siya.
din siya.
Yeah.
But you have not met him personally.
No.
You would want to?
I would want to.
Oy, James, I'm sure nakikinig ka. Eto na. may bagong gusto kong makatambal at maging kaibigan. So aside from Jason, who else?
Um, hmm. This is gonna sound weird because he's younger, but I think Joshua Garcia. Is really
Joshua
good.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Maganda naman si
Yeah.
Joshua.
He's
Panalo naman. He's a very
Yeah.
good actor, di ba?
yes.
What
yes.
aside from acting, what is it about Joshua na sa tingin mo, uy, okay itong binatang to ah.
I like the fact that he didn't come from a showbiz family.
Okay.
He really went like my
Mhm.
path.
Mhm.
Yes.
He's doing it from the ground up. It's respectable.
Okay. I'm giving you some names of the young actresses right now. And gusto namin, anong impression mo sa kanila?
Oh wow.
Okay. Ano masasabi
Judgy.
kay Catherine Bernardo?
Oh, she's. I worked with her in La Luna. She's really, really sweet, but very small.
Ah,
I bumped into her because she's so small.
you're so small.
Yes.
So, kay
Okay.
Nadine Lustre.
Nadine Lustre.
Oh, she's a trendsetter. I like her style.
Si Julia Barreto.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Bakit
Why
I'm sorry? May past rin ba kayo ni
Oo.
Joshua?
No.
In-nervous ako sa'yo, ha?
No,
May
because
bago pa lang silang show. Hindi sila handa sa ganyan, Tori.
no, people always compare me to her.
Kasi
And
you're
they say we look
hawig.
alike.
hawig
na.
Yeah.
Oo.
So
Oo.
I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, but
You
you're
can-
really pretty.
Okay. Si Barbie Fortesa, kilala mo ba siya?
Yes.
Okay. Kasi baka hindi mo kakilala.
She's really pretty, and I give her props for taking a sexy role for her first series.
Okay.
Good job, girl.
Okay, sa mga young men naman na dito, aside from Inigo, from whoever you have mentioned already, who would you like to work with talaga?
Joshua Garcia.
Joshua Garcia. Why are you so challenged with him?
Because he's kind of like John Lloyd Cruz,
Okay.
and I think is the closest I can get to working with John
Okay.
Lloyd.
Ano makasabi mo, halimbawa, gusto mo si Joshua Garcia, nagkamukha siya ni JLC, ikaw ang turing na lang bagong Ellen Adarna ni Joshua Garcia. Lalo magkahawig kayo ni
Magkahawig
Julia.
kay Julia.
Okay.
Oo.
Handa ka ba? Nasabihing pambansang tinik.
I will come up with our own story.
Ang saya naman yan. Ano pa ang gusto mong ma-experience sa showbiz story?
In terms of career,
Career, roles.
roles.
Ano mga gusto mong gawin?
I already did theater, so I would like to try a musical.
Mhm.
I would like to try horror because I think I would do really,
Mhm.
really good in horror and action.
Action.
Action,
Ayun, parang
like by bus.
by bus.
Yeah.
Parang
That
yung We Will Not Die
bloody-
Tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of theater, totoo nga ba may problema yung theater play na yung sinalihan last time? At naayos na ba ito?
There's some issues. It's not really solved.
Mhm, it's not yet
Yet.
solved.
Yeah. But I hope they can solve it because it's a really good, like the play is good. I just hope that the production could.
Anong growing up experience mo doing solos? Ano yung take home mo? Nung ginagawa mo yon, ano yung mga natutunan mo?
In terms of acting,
Mhm.
I learned so much more how to use my body and how to. My problem kasi Derek was like, stop moving, Tori, stop moving.
Mhm.
And
You can't
also-
keep still.
I couldn't keep still because in TV, you have to rise from the
Mhm.
ashes. You have to
You
move. But then in theater, there's a sequence to which people talk, and you cannot, make
Mhm.
sapaw.
Oo.
Yeah, so that, and also to think on your feet, and also stamina.
Mhm.
Stamina is
Kasi
very
haba ng
important.
rehearsals.
Yes, it was a 3-hour play.
Mhm.
Yep, and
So, talagang you have to be really, really strong for that play. Amongst the leading men, amongst the guy actors who were there, kayo ka naging malapit? Who were you closest
Actually,
with?
the 5 of us got really close. All
talaga.
5 of us. Because every rehearsal, the people who get called most of the time is me, congratulations, April, John, Vivo, and Andres. And we're always
Mhm.
working together on all our scenes kahit wala po kami sa scene nila.
Mabuti ka na-attract kay Andres.
Oo.
Gwapo-gwapo. Kapartner mo siya dun sa
Oo.
sa play.
Paano mo napigil ang sarili mo? Kasi kami parang hindi namin mapipigilan kung siya ka-partner namin.
This one's very easy.
Oo.
Sometimes he brings his girlfriend.
Yun
Sana pala kinulong natin yung girlfriend sa
There may be something, yeah.
Girlisan natin. So, you kasi because he has a girlfriend.
His girlfriend is there
Is
at the
there.
rehearsal.
Nagbabantay.
May bantay.
May bantay.
Yup.
So how would you describe Andres as an actor and as a friend?
Who?
You see Andres.
Oh.
Andres as an actor and as a friend.
As an actor, he's very supportive. He will help you, and he will not give you a hard time if you can't do the scene. Because there are certain scenes that is a little bit risque,
Like?
and he can do it.
Like what?
Our bed scene.
Your bed scenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a part where we have to make out, and it was a
Okay.
bit weird for me because I don't really do that.
Mm.
He was like,
And you don't make out in public naman, right?
no.
Eto, ang dami-dami na
Of
nanonood sa
course.
music museum when you have to do it.
Yeah.
Question.
And
yes.
yes.
Go.
May naramdaman ka sa love scene yun ni Andres?
Oo.
Oh,
Wala bang nabuhay kay Andres?
actually, there was something I felt.
I felt
Oh.
something.
My
So,
God.
What is it?
may nabuhay
Ano
na
yan?
ugat.
Let me just paint the picture for you guys. So that scene, we're about to get ready for a porn shoot, but we're not actually gonna do the porn. So we're supposed to make out, but this is our outfit. I'm just in a shirt,
White shirt.
white shirt, and he's just in a towel.
Wow.
So you can feel everything.
Yes.
So paano pag gano'n, as an actress na you have to be professional in the scene, how do you rise above that occasion?
For me personally, what I did was I prepared myself with Andres. We talked about it. And then during rehearsals, we just went for it. Because we said it would be weird if we only started to do the kissing scenes on the show itself. It will be awkward if we do something na di kami sanay. Because the audience is like this
Very
far
near.
away from you. They will see it. So we just did it all the time.
When you felt that he was having an erection, hindi ka naman nabigla? Would you like...
He warned me that it might happen.
It might...
And then I was like, oh, okay. Stop.
And when it happened,
When it happened, I moved up. I was like, oh, that's
akala ko
enough.
nagstay ka pa. At pinaandar mo ang mga...
Oo.
Hindi.
Pinaya.
Did he say sorry? After it's-
yes, he did. He did.
Ang gentleman naman.
Yeah, very. He's a very, very nice guy.
Kasi di ba yung mga lalaki pag gano'n,
They're
wala
just like, oh well, it's your fault.
Banggitin natin title nung play.
Solo.
Solo para adultos.
Kasi may ano raw doon. Supposedly, you were booked for 10 shows, right?
Yes.
And then you only did 2 shows.
Yes.
And then 8 shows pa ang,
8 shows pa.
yes.
ang hindi pa nagagawa. Missing. So is the show going to happen very soon?
According to what I know as of now, we're supposed to have another show. But then the details are not very clear because there are legalities that are not
okay.
fulfilled.
Okay. So, sa mga taong nakapanood ng solos, sa tingin mo, ano ang natutunan sa play nyo? Kasi nga haba-haba. Diba? 3 hours is 3 hours.
Yes.
Wala, di ba kayo nagalit no, sa mga director nyo? Arthritis, can we just cut some of the scenes? Kasi
Actually, a lot of people for the first one, they requested for a lot of scenes to be cut.
Sa second play,
We cut a lot of dialogue.
ilang oras na yung second play?
2 hours,
2
45
hours pa rin.
minutes.
At least 1 hour.
One hour ang na ano siya.
2
2 hours pa
45
rin.
minutes.
3 hours yung first
Kaya
run.
nawala ang
Hindi, 2
1 hour.
hours and 45
45
minutes.
minutes.
15 minutes lang.
15
My
minutes
God.
lang.
Parang hindi naman nararamdaman yung 15
Oo.
minutes na nawala. Tori, ngayong you've already told us yung tungkol sa solos, anong gusto mong sabihin sa mga kasama mo sa play?
I guess first I'll address yung mga lead. I think that you guys should speak up
Okay.
to the production. To the production naman po. I'm very easy to talk to, but I'm the type of person who was brought up na if you say something, do it.
Okay.
Fulfill your side. Because I
Mhm.
worked really hard to fulfill my side. It would
Mhm.
be nice if dalawa tayong, I
Mag-reach
didn't
out
do
to
you wrong.
mag-communicate.
Yes. If we
Okay.
could talk, that would be good.
Well done.
Yes, pero sana maayos yan kasi mabait naman yung producer sa
Of
Sir
Yes.
course,
Jojo,
of
di ba?
course.
Saka parang pamilya kayo sa production that
Oo.
time, yung saya-saya, di ba?
Yes, very.
Yun.
Definitely.
So sayang naman yung pinagsamahan kung hindi
Dahil
na-
lang sa mga bagay na ganyan.
Yun.
Hindi lahat naman ng gusto at naaayos basta
Maayos.
nag-uusap.
Yes.
O ayan, sir ha, alam mo na, Sir Jojo, dapat mag-usap tayo very soon.
Yes.
With Tori and the rest of the cast para mas bonggang-bonggang magpapalabas ng inyong play.
Yes.
O, di ba?
So, Tori, ngayon narito ka na sa show business. Ano ba yung mga bagay-bagay na parang yung parang, ano ba to? Bakit ganito? May ganun ba? Yung parang you're confused about it or parang hindi mo pa rin naiintindihan?
That would be the culture.
Mhm.
Because in showbiz, when someone tells you, you're pretty,
Mhm.
that's not it.
Okay.
And for me, I would like to figure out what the other part is, but no
Mhm.
one tells me.
Okay.
So that's the part of showbiz that I still don't understand.
Oh.
The unknowns.
The unknowns. Yung mga bagay-bagay na nandyan na, how do you feel about, kasi may social media na ngayon.
Mhm.
It's a social media, you're always judged harshly kahit hindi ka nila kakilala. Ano makasabi mo doon? Sa mga taong hindi ka naman kilala pero may opinion sa lahat ng bagay na ginagawa mo.
Nagbaba.
Oo.
In the famous words of my manager, care.
Kaya,
Care talaga.
Care!
wala ka
I
pa
don't care.
you never made battle to any basher or hater.
I would never make battle to any basher or hater so long as they don't insult my family.
Mhm.
As long as you don't cross that line, you would say, "You look fat? Really? Thank you." That's my kind of personality.
Pero you're really like a good, decent girl. Walang mga biglang isang araw mapapanood na lang namin may video scandal, may photo
No.
scandal. Kasi
Maybe.
uso-uso yan, di ba? Ang daming mga baguhan ngayon sinasabi, malinis sila,
Malinis.
galing sa magandang pamilya, tapos isang boom!
Maya-maya may
na ganon.
lalabas.
Oo, anong comment mo dyan?
I don't think you would ever find anything about me. Siguro the only thing you can find is like my fat picture. When I was still a chubby ling. Not now.
Not
when
now.
I was,
But ano ang comment mo doon sa mga young actors or actresses out there na biglang may mga ganyang scandal? Kasi di ba, minsan almost every week may scandal na lumalabas. Sa mga baguhang artista, sa tingin mo, how can they protect themselves from such things?
Well, my advice siguro to those new artistas is that you shouldn't do things like that. First and foremost, if you don't have any, you don't have to worry about
Okay.
that. But then if you have had those kind of videos or pictures, siguro try to source them and delete them. And don't just delete them from your phone, delete them from your computer, your motherboard, the cloud. All those things. You have to make sure you delete. It's not just like paper that you can throw.
Yes.
That's the scary thing about social media. Hackers, they can do anything.
May nakita ko na bang video scandal ng isang artista na parang you were like amazed or curious?
Amazed.
Amazed kasi, wow, Biggie. Curious kasi, hindi naman pala. Packaging lang pala yung Biggie siya, hindi naman pala. May ganun ba, or do you have any girlfriend na naglakas ng loob na, uy, have you seen this scandal?
Actually, my manager has shown
Si Troy
me.
ang blood influence sa'yo. Who
He's not-
did he show?
Can I mention the name?
Who artista? Sige na, go. Michael Pangilinan's scandal.
Yeah, 'cause-
Ano reaction mo when you saw it?
At first, I'm like, are you sure?
Are you sure
Is
you want
that
me to
how
see
it
this?
works? Because we don't really face that in Singapore because we're very
You're very
private,
conservative.
conservative.
It's very strict in Singapore, right?
Yes,
in
especially
things like that.
social media and
Yes.
cyberbullying and all
Yes.
that. And then Tito's like, nak, tignan mo.
Mm.
Kasama mo lang yan last Sunday. Ha? Si Michael po. Oh my God!
If you have a friend, for example, na personal friend na may ganung experience, what will be your reaction? Ano ang sasabihin mo sa kanya?
If it's already out,
And, yes. If you have a friend all of a sudden, whether a guy or a girl lumapit sa'yo at nag-iiyak, Tori, look, I have this ganyan. What would you tell him or her?
I would say first, well, it's already there. Just turn off your phone. Turn off all social media. Don't be online for a while. And if anyone asks you about it, just don't answer.
Just answer.
Don't answer.
You'll never ask them to be honest. To face it. After all,
Well, they can't really face it. It's already there.
yes.
So if they want to, but coming from Masscom, usually with those types of topics, usually answering will not get you
Yes,
to a
true.
better. It just gets worse.
Worse.
It's like snowball. So
wag
for
na
me,
lang.
no.
So,
Just
Silence na lang would be your
tumahimik
best
na lang.
defense.
like I think Maricar, she handled hers really well. I feel
The Mrs.
she just kept quiet.
The
Yeah,
Mrs.
yeah,
of Richard.
yeah.
Yeah, I think she did well.
Pero wala kang experience na sa mga chat or something, yung medyo pa sexy lang,
Oo, yung
medyo pa
parang-
silip-silip lang,
Oo.
gano'n.
Me?
Oo. Was
Siya.
there ever kasi ako marami. Hindi ako tatanggi.
No,
But was
I
there
don't do that.
You don't.
Yeah, because there was a period in time where my mom didn't let me, I think it was 14 to 16, she didn't let me sleep in my own room. And then when I would video call with my friends, when I would just, lean over, haha, up. So it kind of
Help
stuck.
that does it help that your parents were like really conscious of who you talk to? Anong klaseng social media yung ginagamit mo?
Yeah, because the stories on the internet, you chat with someone, you meet them, and then they kill you.
Oh, something bad happened.
Yeah, so I was quite glad that they were strict, so I didn't have to face those kind of dangers.
So at what age did you watch porn?
Huh?
21 ka na, Ning. Have you ever watched something like that or bawal pa rin hanggang ngayon? You don't see yourself viewing such things?
I mean, I've seen one because I got tied to a chair by my best friends, and they were like, "Watch this."
Watch this.
Yeah, but I was 14 at that time, and it's not something I would get into. It's just like, why?
It's a
No, it's not something I would get into.
And then when you were 14, syempre it was like a joke amongst
Yes.
kayong magkakaibigan.
Yes.
So bakit nila naisip na sa tingin mo papanood sa'yo to? You were like too
Because
too
I was that.
conservative?
Yes, I was that. Because in Singapore, we're conservative, but we're open.
Yes.
We talk about everything. We just can't post, certain things because
Yes.
censorship.
Yes.
They thought, hey, let's bully the innocent Filipino girl. Let's show her something. Tie her to a chair. Yeah.
And then when the adult movie was being shown, anong reaction mo?
Why
You were tied to a chair anyway.
Yeah. I was like, why did your mom let you do this? That's what I was thinking. And how did the director come up with this and why?
Nakahanapan mo pa rin lang matinong questions.
Yeah. And also, how much are they being paid? all those type of questions.
How sexy will you go for a role? Given the opportunity, for example, eto na,
Ilo-launch ka.
sabihin sa'yo, launching movie mo to, Tori, pero may breast exposure, may
actually-
full frontal exposure. Ano yung limits mo?
I promised my mom I would never go nude. Actually,
Okay.
this situation you're talking about already happened.
Really?
It was a Eric Matty movie,
Mm-hmm.
and he offered me to be the leading lady, which would eventually
What
turn.
movie is this?
I think the sequel of OTJ.
In the net, in the
Yes.
one they're showing.
Yes, that will become the. I was supposed to be her,
Okay.
but the producer, no, the assistant director was saying that it's a full frontal exposure, and he doesn't want you to make that. I was considering if I could, slightly cover, like
slightly
you know.
tilt.
Yeah, he said.
No.
No.
The assistant director said. Eric Matthew wanted an actress that has no inhibitions. Just
Go with
go with it.
the flow. Go
Yeah,
with
just free hanging, like
Yeah.
for the world to see. But that girl ain't me.
Why so? Why? Kasi a lot of young girls out there would love to work with Eric Matty, and then I'm sure they'll be willing to show whatever they've got. What made you say no to a project? It's an Eric Matty film na papalabas internationally pa at that?
I think to each their own, and
Okay.
unfortunately for me, I respect my mom so much that I value our promise to not go nude.
Filipina ka pa rin.
Apparently, people say that.
Hindi mo pa rin kaya yung mga bagay-bagay na gano'n.
Yeah, from the porn video.
But can you do like a lesbian kissing scene?
Yeah, I've already done in solo para.
So that's cool.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Pero yung that's where you cross the line lang talaga.
Nudity.
Nudity.
That's my boundary.
For example, kung namin direct, isang suso mo lang ang papakita. Tapos side view.
Side
Tapos
view, naka-side
just
view.
amount of your breast.
Actually,
So-
that's what the director was trying to convince. just a little, and then boom. I was like, nope.
Nope
I'm
na
sorry.
nope talaga.
I can make daya, but that's the most I can give you.
A graphic sex scene. How graphic can you go as far as doing a sex scene on bed is concerned?
As far as the frontal is not seen, I'm okay
Okay.
with butt exposure.
Okay with the likod.
Yes.
No, wag lang yung...
Just not the front.
Mhm. So, yun dun lang talaga. If some people would say, arte mo naman.
I will tell them, you do it.
Go, di ba?
You do it.
Oo. So, yun talaga. Have you seen any movies of late? Filipino films na sa tingin mo, pas parang masarap gawin yun. Aside from Baybas, ha? Ano sa tingin mo yung mga iba pang Filipino films na magiging interesado kang gawin yung mga ganong klaseng pagganap? What movies have you seen so far na Filipino or puro Hollywood pa rin yung gusto mo?
Well, I like the Hollywood ones, but of course, I'm in Philippines. I would like to do something like Kita Kita.
Yes.
I think
romantic
it
comedy.
suits, yeah.
It suits
The
you.
weird,
Do you have a funny side or a comic side sa'yo?
I think.
Meron.
I think I'm very
May kabaliwan ka
I
rin.
think so.
May
In a
kabaliwan ka.
not normal.
Okay. So we wouldn't mind having Empoy Marquez as leading man?
No, I think that would be comic gold.
Mm.
Like that awkward foreign chick and that.
Oo.
I think it would make a good.
Aside from Kita Kita, ano pa?
The last movie that I watched.
Dahil wala ka lang matandaan. So, let's go to that beautiful pink shirt na nakatabi mo.
Ito, ano bang
Ano ba
drama?
yan? What's
Itong
that all
t-shirt
about?
na dala mo.
Parang hindi ako kasya sa shirt,
Oo.
ha? Parang hinadya mo na hindi kami
Hindi
magkasya
sa amin
tatlo.
magkakasya yan.
Kasi sa'yo yan, bata ka pa
Si-
naman.
ay, sa
Baby
bagay,
tea ba yan?
oo.
Baby tea. So, let's
What's
talk
that?
about this. What's that all about?
So I actually have a advocacy where I give back to children first.
Mhm.
It's actually been a dream of mine to start up charity works, and I thought, even though like I don't have the big funds yet, I can still start with shirts. So
Mhm.
I'm doing mall tours with the hashtag na may pa t-shirt si Ate Tori para sa mga bata.
Mhm.
So I designed this shirt myself.
Mhm.
Very
Wow.
amateurly done.
Okay.
It's pink because it's my favorite color.
Favorite color
Yeah.
natin, pink.
And then, because it's children.
Why a cat?
Oh, this was my very first cat.
Ah.
Yeah, it's my very first cat.
She's still alive.
No,
No.
he's not.
Okay.
So like,
What's the name of
my
your
guardian angel.
What's the name of your cat?
Mashiro.
Mashiro.
Yeah,
Is-
it means perfect white.
Ah.
Perfect white.
Perfect white.
Yeah, and then it comes with my signature and a plug, of
Mhm.
course. And then in the back it says Tori Garcia love.
Ay,
Yeah.
So how do you get
oh,
the
that's
shirt?
nice.
How do you avail the shirt?
So that's a very interesting question.
How do you get the shirt? For example, sa mga nanonood sa amin ngayon, how do we get that beautiful pink shirt, Tori? Where
Because-
do we get it?
If we see you,
Ah,
if we see a
if you go to
kid,
the mall.
if we see the kid, we just be like, "Hey, do you want the shirt?"
That's how you do
That's
it.
how you get the shirt.
No,
Yeah.
sa mall. No.
Actually,
No, do you have a
Strict
Facebook
children.
account or a
If you
Twitter
want-
account na?
you can go to my Facebook page, Tori Garcia Official, and then maybe we can work something out to give you some shirts. But
So it's given randomly.
yes,
You don't have parang
for
it's
children,
for
talaga.
children. For example,
And also at the mall tours.
during
Whoever
the
the kids that are watching, I'll just give it to them while I'm singing, that kind of thing. Or yesterday, while waiting for work, we actually saw a bunch of street children, the ones selling sampaguita.
Yes.
We were like,
We gave them
Tinawag.
Anong
talaga.
reaction ng mga kids when you
Ah.
give them the
They
shirt?
were really, they wore it kaagad. It's so
Kaagad.
cute. They wore,
Talaga.
and then you see the other street children, thank you salam. They run away with the
Uh-uh.
one pink shirts.
Uh-uh.
They just scatter with my name.
So,
Super
bakit
cute.
mo naisipan yan?
We actually have a sponsor,
Mhm.
si Boss William, and
Mhm.
I've been doing charity works with him. I've been hosting for his charity company. He
Okay.
gives wheelchairs and
Ah.
prosthetic legs.
Okay.
And then he told me, he opened up a conversation. He was like, "Why don't you give shirts to children naman? Because you've been helping the older folks. How about kids naman? I will give you 1,000 shirts and ikaw na bahala. Just give it to whoever you think, will benefit from these shirts." And I said, "Sure. I think it will help children."
So this is
Still
like your way
clothes.
for paying it forward.
Yes.
I
I always want to. I
Why kids?
kids.
What's so special? Why them? Kasi yung ba gusto nga yun parang lolo't lola or yung ba yung mga abandoned? Ikaw bakit bata?
As much as we would like to take care of our elderly, the children are our future.
Mhm.
We have to take care of them as well.
Okay.
So we have to keep them warm,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Speaking of hosting, sabi mo, nag-host ka na rin ng show, di ba? Ng TV show.
Yes. I actually started out hosting Wawawin for a short stint. Yeah, and that's where my career sort of took off from Wawawin, and then GMA noticed me and they got me for One Happy Love Story. I played pinsan ni Kim Domingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, going back to your Wawawin experience, kasi hindi lahat ng tao nakakapagtrabaho kasama si Kuya Will.
Oh, yeah.
Kamusta siyang katrabaho?
He's actually very nice. He's
Mhm.
very jolly, very energetic guy.
Mhm. Okay.
And he's very generous.
Mhm. Generous in what
Contrary,
sense?
he feeds everyone.
Okay.
Kahit hindi siya part ng staff.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's not taped. He gives, yung mga old people money.
Mhm.
Like, they're sitting outside, they couldn't watch the show.
Okay.
He would give them money.
Curious lang ako kasi di ba may imahe si Kuya Will na playful with ladies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time na feeding mo, he was just nagparamdam?
That's why I stopped working there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
It got a little bit too close.
Too close to home?
So, like Andres, you gotta move.
Ah.
Yeah.
So nagparamdam si Kuya Will?
Yeah.
Diretso o
To
parang...
my
Oh.
manager.
Ah, I
Nice.
see. How did you react to it?
I couldn't believe it because
Mhm.
it's my first job.
Okay.
So I was like, "Talaga tito, what do I do? Am I supposed to
Stop.
say yes because
Say
I don't
yes.
want to?"
Give it
He
to
was
the-
like, No, hindi na tayo papatol dyan.
Ah.
This is enough.
But what will you say to people na sabi, ikaw naman, kailangan mo yung opportunity? Si Kuya Will na yun, no? Ang daming datong, mayaman, powerful. Pwedeng ibigay ang lahat ng gusto mo. Ano sabi mo nun sa mga ibang mag-isip? Kasi some people will say na, ginto na yun eh, tumanggi ka pa.
Well, I guess this is just the inner feminist in me.
Okay.
I would rather work to where I'm gonna go than to
Mhm.
take the easy way out.
Okay.
I already took the hard way here.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna take any
Naku,
shortcut.
matutuwa ang mga taga-Gabriela sa'yo.
Di ba usually
I
yung mga babae ngayon sabi practical parang
Oo. Oo.
Well, yes, you can be practical, but you don't have to sell yourself to be practical.
Mhm.
You can do it in a clean way.
Mhm.
Well, for me, that's my form of practicality.
Okay. So yung now, you have shows in GMA, sabi mo yung katabas. Kamusta ang katabas si Kim Rodriguez?
Oh,
Kasi we didn't naman... Kim Domingo, sorry.
Kim Domingo, she's she's nice.
Mhm. Parang nag-isip ko ng matagal sa nice, ha?
No,
Pinaram
because
naman akong pagtatalo sa...
parang dito siya,
Parang,
di ba?
parang,
Oo.
parang may chance na minaldita.
Pinag-isipan.
No,
Nung
because-
ulit, bago ka nakasabi ng
Oo.
nice.
no, because she came late to the shoot,
Okay.
so I didn't really get to spend time with her.
Okay.
The only thing that I remember very clearly, because this was 2 years ago, is her boobs. Her one boob is the size of my head. And it's very hard to get past the sizing of her boobs.
God!
Hindi ka naman na-curious na, ching, ching. Pisil-pisilin ang kanyang boobs. Totoo ba yan?
No, my manager's like, hindi yan totoo.
Would you ever consider breast augmentation just to raise the ante of your sexiness? Lalo, for example, if a big medical an aesthetic center would approach you, Tori, palakihin namin
Dagdagan
para
natin yan.
tapos gawin ka naming image model.
I have considered it, but considering the already size,
Ano
like,
bang
no
cup
thanks.
size mo?
I'm already a C.
C,
Almost D.
36?
36C.
36C?
Yeah.
Natural na naman pala. Okay na yan.
Yeah,
Huwag na natin exaggerate.
Yeah, and
So, do you feel bad, for example, if men first ogle at your boobs than whatever personality that you have? Kasi if you're big-breasted, talagang lalaki, unang tingin sa dibdib, di ba? Lalo yung totoong ombre. How do you react to that? Yung natural
honestly.
honestly, nakita mo, nag-uusap kayo, tapos in the middle of the conversation, makita mo, sa suso mo na nakatingin. Does that happen all
it
the time?
happens very often.
Okay, so how do you deal with that?
When it happens, I'll just wait for him to finish. and then when they go back up, I'm like, you done?
You Was there ever a guy na naganon mo?
So many.
So many.
Almost
And how do they
every-
react to it?
They were just like, oh, sorry, they're just... I'm like, I know, they're there. You know, I have them. You done? Like, that's all I do. I just ignore. I mean, I have boobs. They're big. He's a guy.
Okay.
You can't really blame a guy for being a guy. That's the thing for me in Singapore. They don't really wear a lot of cloth.
No.
So it's very common to see boobs everywhere. So guys are just like, you know,
Unlike
it's like
here in the
a
Philippines.
catalog. Yes. So there, if they look, they will apologize. So
Okay.
we're used to it now. So siguro here, don't be offended. You can't call it rape if he's just like this. That's not rape. Girl, that's just looking.
Yes.
You know? Rape is a very serious issue.
Yes.
And you can't just call out rape for a guy who's just like, you know.
Do you feel bad if like men sexually objectify you? Natingin na lang sila yung parang because you're pretty, you have nice skin, you have big boobs, tapos tingin na sa'yo sex object. How do you feel about that?
It's very disappointing that there are guys in this time and age that still think that. But contrary to what people think, it's actually lessening, which I think is good. The parenting is getting better. So at least there's that to look forward to. But for guys who look that way on me, I can't really change it because that's how they think. I am just gonna tell them that women are more than flesh.
What do you advise to young women out there who have big breasts as well?
Respect yourself.
Okay.
Respect yourself and know your rights.
Beth?
Beth,
Beth, parang big boobs ka din naman. Parang pwede ka maraming i-share tungkol sa boobs.
Ang husay niya kasi
diba? Parang very
husay
well
niya.
said.
Yes,
Ayaw mo ba maging beauty queen? Kasi parang pwede ka sa mga
Pwede
pageant.
sa beauty queen, sa pageant.
You consider,
Oo.
if ever somebody approaches you, hey girl, join the Binibining Pilipinas or Miss World.
Actually, someone from Miss World has
Oh.
approached my manager and
then?
we're considering it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Maybe in the near future after
Future.
training. Maybe.
After
I
training. Oh, that's
see.
good.
Oo.
Saka magandang maging beauty queen.
Oo.
Pangarap natin yun, di ba, Ning? Hindi namin matutupad-tupad.
Bet, go.
Go.
Ako pa rin.
Oh, ayaw mo na. Hindi. Since you all have guested in some TV shows in GMA already,
Yes.
ano pa yung mga gusto mong gawin right now? Ano pang klaseng TV
Showbiz-wise?
shows? O showbiz-wise. TV shows, anong gusto kunyari papapiliin ka. Magbibigay ko ng mga pangalan ng mga TV shows ha. Sabihin mo sa akin kung gusto mo maging part of it.
Okay.
Yes or no and
Okay.
explain why. Ang Probinsyano.
No.
No.
Bakit?
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 It's the #1 show at
Yes.
hanggang next year pa raw.
At lahat gusto mong
Lahat gusto maging doon. Why?
The scheduling.
The scheduling.
The taping is a little bit hectic.
Okay.
I've heard.
You've heard.
La Luna was quite bad already.
Okay. Victor Magtanggol.
Sure.
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 Why Victor magtanggol? Why do you like the idea? You like Alden?
He's alright. He's
Ay,
alright.
ang taray, alright lang si Alden, ha? Parang minamaliit, roll na, pagtanggol mo.
He's not my cup of tea.
You don't like someone who's so ganon, parang...
No, I prefer like a James Reid in your face.
Okay.
Victor Magtanggol is similar to Thor,
Yes.
right? I think Philippines is taking a step forward by doing something of that.
Okay. Sa makatapos ng Bagani, kung di pa makatapos ng Bagani, would you like to be part of it? Or are you aware of the show?
Yes, I'm aware of the show. I would like to be a part of the show. Less the special effects. It's kind of like a kid show, but I like where they were going.
Halik with Jericho Rosales and Sam Milby.
New show.
New show.
That's a drama, right?
Yes.
Yes, why not?
Who would you like to kiss first, Jericho or Sam Milby?
Jericho.
Jericho, why him?
Sam Milby.
He's so bland, right?
Yeah. He's kind of like, he's very white. He's very vanilla.
Okay, it's very vanilla.
I would like some mocha.
Okay. Tao, di ba? Panalo.
Ang sarap talaga niyang kausap.
Nanay.
Grabe.
Nanay. It's a show with
Nanay.
Nora Honor.
Nora Honor.
And it's about a bida who's like a hobbit woman.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I like weird stories. Yeah.
You like weird stories.
I like weird stories.
GMA, narinig nyo yun. Weird daw ako, nanay. Ako rin, hindi ko maunawaan yung show na yun.
You said hobbit.
Pero interesting yun.
Interesting.
Bago sa mga
Oo.
Ang importante may puso yung serye.
You know what I like about the show is that it's not everyday we get a bida na ganong character.
Yeah.
Saka
It's bizarre.
binibigyan ng ibang dimension yung ganong klaseng mga tao. Movies. Sabi mo, action movies. Something like Mission Impossible 6. Would you like to be part of something like that?
Actually, I always thought that if Philippines were to do something like Mission Impossible,
Kaya natin.
I think so. You just need the special effects studio.
A Star Wars film.
In Philippines.
For example, given that opportunity, tumawag si George Lucas.
Oh yeah, sure.
Diba?
I'd be the next Leia.
For example, if Keanu Reeves will look for a leading lady in John Wick.
Sure.
Sure?
I'd probably die in a movie, but sure.
For as long as with Keanu.
Yeah.
So romantic like La La Land.
Yes, that's a musical. Yeah, I love that
musical
movie. Yes, definitely.
Yun lang ng mga gustong-gusto mong gawin. What's your song? What's in your playlist right now? What's your favorite song of the moment?
Right now, Ariana Grande, God is a Woman.
Why do you like that song?
I love Ariana Grande.
Kasi hindi namin alam kung ano yung kanta, di ba?
Oh,
Mapakatotoo lang kami.
Yung kanta ng Mumulan.
Kilala naman si Ariana Grande. Pero
it
don't
just
know her
came out a
songs.
few weeks ago, so
that's a
I don't
wonderful
blame
song.
him. Yeah.
Okay. So Ariana Grande. Aside from Ariana Grande, who are the other artists that you look up to?
Tori Kelly. Rihanna. We have the same vocal range. Here.
But you don't have Chris Brown.
I like Chris Brown.
You don't have a Chris Brown in your life right now. Do you have a boyfriend?
Oh, I don't have a boyfriend.
For how many years now?
2 years.
2 years.
When I left Singapore, I left the guy as well.
You dumped him?
Yeah.
Why?
My dreams are shinier than you.
So what kind of
Singaporean,
man will make you fall in love again?
Someone who can take me and my job and my manager.
Kasama talaga si Troy sa package.
Yeah.
Di kaya si Troy makakasira ng relasyon mo?
he and my mom have this agreement
Uh-huh.
that he has to approve first.
Okay.
So
that's wonderful. So ngayon talaga career ang nasa
yeah,
sa utak.
it's my priority right now.
Kasi you're acting, you're also hosting, I guess.
And singing.
And singing.
Yes.
Sa tatlong yun, ano yung pinaka-love mo talaga?
Acting.
Acting. What is it about acting na mahal mo?
I get to be something I don't usually get to be. And I like writing stories ever since I was a kid, but being in a story and making it come alive is just it's wonderful for me.
You seem to come from a very good life. So if you're going to do drama, saan naman gagaling yun?
Saan ka maghuhugot?
So where will that come from? Because, you know,
People Here's a misconception.
Okay.
People say I come from a good life.
Yes.
I just come from a middle class,
Mhm.
normal. When I was younger, we weren't that well off.
Okay.
We struggled.
Mhm.
That's why my dad went to Singapore to try and raise me, because
Mhm.
he realized, oh no, she's real. We have to we have to have some money for this girl. So he went to Singapore first and my mom followed. So we weren't always okay. So I did struggle in the beginning, especially immersing into the Singaporean culture, because we were one of the first few Filipino families there, and they were not used to Filipinos yet. So I was bullied a lot.
Okay.
So usually when I act, that's where
What's
all the
coming
hugot
from?
comes from.
Okay.
The bullying.
Thank you very much, Tori, for
Thank
gracing
you.
Tambayan ng...
No, one last.
Wait, sige.
Oh, sure.
You're Singaporean citizenship.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
a Singaporean citizen,
So
yes.
do you have a working visa to work in the Philippines?
Technically, when you are working as an artista, if I'm not wrong, it's not an employment, so I don't need a visa. But I am allowed to stay here for 1 year, but I have to leave every year because I was born here.
Mhm.
So I have that
I
was
see.
Filipino visa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
ano pa ang iyong final message sa mga nanonood at nakikinig sa aming Tambayan ng Chika?
Kung may movie siya.
At kung may
Ah,
movie kang paparating? Projects muna.
Project.
Yes.
Upcoming projects.
I would like to promote My Dad I Hate Drugs with Dinky Doo and Claire Ruiz. It will be coming out soon. We're shooting right now. And also, if you would be in Binyan, Laguna on Sunday, I'll be there to do the mall tour, the May pa t-shirt si Ate Tori, and also, last but not least, if you'd like to see more of me, please follow me on social media, Tori Garcia, and Tori Garcia Official. Tori Garcia spelled ARITORI Garcia.
Okay, your final message sa aming mga listeners and viewers sa Tambayan ng Chika ng tonight. Ang pinakamagandang team ever.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and love yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our episode. Sa muli next week sa aming Tambayan ng
Tambayan
Chika
Chika.
sa Abante Tonight.
Yes. Thank you, Tori.
Thank you so much for
guesting
having
the show.
me. Thank you.
Yes. And good
Babushka.
luck. Good luck
Thank
for the
you.
career.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Bye-bye.